The convention. You won't see me at the panels or around the dealer's hall. I'm too bashful at my very first convention.
The convention.
I'll be silent, but on Twitter I will post about it all. And go check me out on Tumblr. I'm blogging the convention.
Too shy IRL to chat at the convention. The convention.
Bought a table
Make it worth it.
for Harkin
Only
on my
thousands.
pricey handmade wares.
So expensive.
Eager fanboys
Today's only.
will buy them.
This is worth
Sloppy
it.
custom sold in pairs.
And both.
And the somewhat saucy artwork sold under the table.
Questionable content here is socially accepted. Have an impulse spending spree right here at the convention. The convention.
I will show them my new cosplay that I've slaved on week by week. I will be the hottest thing at the convention.
The convention.
Win the contest, take a picture. I will have all eyes on me. I will feel like I'm a model here at the
Show off every statue
convention.
served last night in your hotel room. People are less critical here at the convention. The convention.
Been blogging, I've been tweeting about my awesome panel. My followers, they worship me. Wear a shirt of my OC. Perform for crowds of dozens. They'll shower me with plushies. I get to be a rock star here at the
Feel like going
convention.
A-lister for one fulfilling weekend. Big fish in a smaller pond here at the convention. The convention.
I've come to this convention full of ponies just like me. Cause the ones at home dislike displays of blatant nerdery. Now for once I'll feel like I'm a part of true camaraderie. Trading card games and some LARPing with me at the
All too brief
convention.
acceptance by your colleagues at conventions.
Editor's note. Don Dreamer here. First off, I want to thank all of our listeners who took our survey, which, by the way, is still open and can be accessed from our website. It's really interesting hearing what you guys like about the show, what hosts you want to hear more from, and improvements. Second is a little behind-the-scenes thing based on one of the responses within the survey. We got a response from somebody that said, how can we improve the show? And they said that we should hold back, stop interrupting each other, let the hosts say their thing. I just want you to know that, as editor, I can shed some light on that. Honestly, the interruptions happen after long pauses in the audio, and we think that the other person is done, so another person will pick up. When I shorten the silences, or dead air, it's impossible to remove the other person's voice from the remaining clip, so it sounds like we're just tripping over each other all the time. But it's actually not that case. We're very considerate of each other, and we're always trying to let each other finish their thoughts. This is just the way it edits out. But trust me, everything's cool here at Lunar Echoes. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Lunar Echoes. I'm your host, Clockwork.
And I'm your other host, Don Dreamer.
And I'm your other host, Skybolt.
And I'm your other host, Lazy Chords.
And today we're doing a special episode number 2 in preparation of Bronycon. So by the time you all hear this, we're actually going to be at Bronycon. Woohoo! So today is sort of a little special update. We wanted to encourage people about something that happened recently with this colored badge system. Does anyone want to explain, or shall I?
Go for it.
Alright, so for any pony who knows, if you're attending Bronycon this year, and by the time you hear this, you're probably already at the con listening to us in the morning. But essentially, Bronycon has issued the self-advocacy badges used by the Autism Self-Advocacy Team, which is the red, yellow, and green system for people to help them with social interactions. Mostly it's used by autistics in large groups, and sometimes by people with anxiety disorder, like myself, to say that, look, you can talk to me now when you're wearing green, or if you wear yellow, it's like, I only want to talk to people I know, but I'll approach you if I want to talk to you. Or if you wear red, please leave me alone, I need space. And a lot of controversy has been brought up by this. Don Drimmer, you want to take the helm on that one?
There were just some comments on forums and whatnot that just negativity over the fact that they have the system in place at all. Personally, I think it's a really good idea, and I might use it myself. I mean, I'm probably going to be green badging it most of the time, but there's no telling when things might get overwhelming, I'll switch over to my yellow badge and that'll be all right.
Yeah, I think for the most part it's good. I mean, I don't really see a problem with it or like see any reason to complain about it. For those who want to use it, fine, and for those who don't care for it at all, just want to be social at the con, can just leave it green.
Yeah. I think people were just complaining about the fact that it was for autism, which is, in my opinion, a terrible thing to complain about and a terrible reason to complain. It's a good idea. It's easy to do. It's easy to establish. It's very considerate of everyone. I see no problem with it at all.
From what I understand the badge system, and I was put aware of this by the con staff just today, it is for the best interest of con people and everything, because not to be so typical of bronies, but usually it seems like a more tendency, a lot of bronies do have special needs to be put in place, and it's probably better because we're usually a huggy, touchy group sometimes, full of friendship and stuff, so some people need that alert, hey, I need some help.
Yeah, so actually it can be, it could be a good system even for people who don't per se feel the need for the social anxiety, but at the same time don't want to be, impromptu hugged by those who have quite the opposite. I don't like being randomly hugged from behind by strangers, so...
Yeah, I think I hugged by Dusty randomly the last time. He thought it was someone else.
Well, that's an acceptable mistake, because you feel his beard coming before anything else, so it's like an indication sign.
But Dusty's kind of cool, so he's allowed for that.
This is true.
But no, I mean, a lot of people were complaining and upset about this whole situation because, again, they're saying that they're catering to the autism people. And again, I know this, from what I understand, the community itself for bronies have a very bad reputation with autism, and I don't understand why they make it such a joke. I mean, I understand people don't want to be labeled as autistic if they're not. They don't want to be labeled as gay if they're not. They don't want to be labeled as a transgender if they're not. And I get that. I get that whole self-identity crisis thing for some people, too, who have those actual issues. But I want people to be aware, especially while we're doing this cast for this very purpose, is to let them know, guys, you can use those badges for more than just being autistic.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid. You're a brony in the first place. Don't be afraid of getting labeled. People hate. People are stupid like that. It's just the way things are at the moment, and that's what we're working to change. But don't become one of them for fear of a label.
Well, here's the thing, though. It's just that you can use it if you want to use it.
Yeah.
It's not required.
So I don't think it's really a problem then, because the person decides to use it or not.
And I personally am going to use it because it's my first convention and I don't do well with crowds with my social anxiety. I'm going to be the first to admit that as outgoing as I might seem, when there's more than 10 people in a room, I start getting anxious.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you happen to see me running around in my little outfit, I probably am going to try and wear green all night, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be in the green spot. I might turn to yellow just because I get a little afraid of people. No offense, it just happens.
And hey, my thing is, what's wrong with catering to the autistics? It's such a small thing. I mean, why would you prefer to not establish this system and complain about it rather than, just it's like saying it's better to just not establish it and let somebody have some sort of mental breakdown, have some sort of problem in the middle of the con. Like you'd prefer that rather than actually trying to help them.
Yeah, really and for the most part, I was at Everfree this year, and I know Bronycon is a larger convention, even though it's my first, but really, I think the most chaos in crowds always happens at whatever music thing is going on at the convention, because, my gosh, last year, the music side of things at, what's it called, Pony Stock at Everfree got insane, people just hopping and jumping all over the place, and the standing room only version of the floor was just chaos. Oh gosh. And even funnier, this big conga line formed around it, so I'm sure anyone caught in the middle could definitely feel a little bit closed in if that happened.
Yeah, that's BronyCon. That was BronyCon's Bronypalooza last year. Most definitely. So and we're
definitely,
in a crowded room. We're in a tight space. There's going to be around 8,000 or so people this year.
What we're saying is if you're a yellow or red badge kind of person, be aware of that before entering the music space. Be close to a door or an outer
stay
rim.
close to the door, exactly.
So you can bail if you need to.
Exactly.
But also, it's the duty of the people around us, like, maybe look at the color badges to know which one each means.
Exactly.
Just feel
'Cause-
more aware of who's around us too.
And my thing about the color badges is it's kind of like, especially if you're socially awkward or you have social cue reading problems, like I can at times. If someone's wearing a green badge, that's a great time to approach them because for you, that's an instant message like, hey, I want to be friendly. If someone's wearing a red badge, that means that they want to be left alone. And if someone's wearing a yellow badge, that means unless they approach you, you really shouldn't bother them.
And if you notice people whipping out their yellow badges as soon as you say something to them, that means you're doing something wrong.
Yes.
This is a bad sign.
But there is an unwritten law in the advocacy thing. You can put people on what's called a red list. You can tell certain people they're allowed to talk to you even when you're wearing the red badge. So don't be afraid to have the red badge if you think you need it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you're there with, your two buddies and you just want to hang out with them the whole time, then you just all wear your red badges and everyone else, ideally, would avoid you, and then you guys just have your own little group going to things.
Yeah.
So.
But you only get a choice of 2 colors from what I understand. Isn't that right, Lazy Chords?
No, there's 3 colors. There's green, yellow, and red.
That's true, but we understood that when you pick up your badges, you get to choose between 2 of the colors that you want. So they have 3, but you don't pick all 3. You get to pick a combination of 2 colors that you're going to use.
Sounds to me like everyone would just grab the red and green then, because otherwise you're stuck with not 100% of one or the other. Because you choose yellow and red, but then do have a social moment, it's like, okay, maybe people are going to avoid me.
Well, red is funny because yellow is supposed to be like anyone that knows you. You don't really need to know their personal white list or red list or whatever in order to go up and talk to someone. Red is like, unless you know that you're on someone's red list, you don't even want your friends to talk to you. You need that much space.
Yeah. So, again, I would just pick yellow if you're going to be social at some points and you need to be left alone at others. Because yellow and green seems to be the most flexible, while yellow and... I don't think they have yellow and red, to be honest. I think they have red and green, red and yellow, and that's it. So that's just it, and the whole thing started a bunch of social controversy on like 20 different media sites. Of course, you knew that was going to happen, but it really hurt my feelings when people were like, well, I'm going to wear all 3 colors and make some autistics think and go insane and kill themselves. And I'm like, that is very rude on a lot of levels.
Typical.
And let's use that as a segue to a rule. Rule respect. Respect the staff members. Respect everyone around you. Respect everyone. Because you give everyone respect, they'll give you respect.
True. Very true.
I guess
And
I'm
the segue... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I guess I'll end up wearing, being sort of the opposite in that sense. I'll probably have my green badge on most of the weekend because I'll have my, my Skybolt logo shirt on. So come and say hi if you want to.
Exactly.
I'm advertising for meeting people.
Definitely also I was thinking about just thank the staff in general, because after going through the staff training and everything for this con, all the little pieces that go together for this con, thank the people who give the meals, thank the security guards. They're volunteering their time for this convention to make it awesome for you guys.
Yeah.
And again, this is a not-for-profit thing, so nobody's getting paid.
Yep, I wish I was getting paid, but I'm not getting paid.
I wish I was getting paid and I'm not even working there.
I wish I was getting paid.
Oh, gosh.
Everyone should get paid. You're getting paid. You're getting paid. Everybody's getting paid.
They
We
just
need
pay
Oprah
you
to run the
when you pick up
convention.
your badge. There's like a 20 stapled to the back of it. All right.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah. So should we go on to our next topic?
Yes. Our next topic is a big thank you to every pony who listens.
Yes, we didn't realize that there was so much listening out of the country going on.
Yep, it's a great honor and everything, even though I haven't been around as much as I wish I could have been.
So our top city of listeners is actually in Florissant, Missouri.
Wait.
Florissant, Missouri.
Oh, wow. That's highly specific. Hello, Florissant. Thank you for listening to us en masse.
Yeah, what did the stats said, like
Did any of us mention
was it like
Missouri?
44% of our listeners are in Florissant?
Wow. There must be like a secret brony commune there.
Yeah. I kind of want to visit.
Yeah.
There.
Guys, if you're from Florissant, Missouri, and you know of some awesome brony gathering, hey, email us because we want to hear about it. That's cool.
Maybe it's like Waco. It's full of Branch Dashidians.
Actually, everyone in Florissant, Missouri, email us. Come on, guys. Say hi.
Yeah, say hi.
Our
I
second...
haven't gotten an email yet, and it makes me sad.
No. Sadness. Our second biggest one is in California.
Oh, yeah, that's my demographic.
Cupertino.
Cupertino, California.
NorCal.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.
We've had at least 25 people, so if you're from there, email us too. Our third biggest city is in Iceland somewhere, and it's Vindarup, Midtjylland.
Yeah, Vinder. We're really sorry for botching this pronunciation because obviously English is my only language. So it looks like Vindarup, Midtjylland.
Yeah, English language doesn't have the sounds to pronounce that, so
it's Vindarup, Midtjylland. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. I
gotta
don't
pull out
trust a
the-
lot of Clockwork's pronunciations, so
Oh.
it could be that.
So the next one is Travelers Rest, South Carolina. Thank you.
Thanks, South Carolina.
And then Ashburn, Virginia. Thank you, guys and girls.
Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah, and let's see. As for specific countries, the most downloads over the last 10 episodes, or the most listens, was actually Denmark.
Hey, Denmark!
Denmark, thanks. That's great. Keep listening. Mexico, and then Greece, Australia, and Germany.
It's like a really randomly specific lineup. I feel like we have all these pocket cells planted all over the world.
Yeah, and that's what's neat. Guys, yeah, spread the word in your area.
Yeah, all of you go to your local Brony meetups and, evangelize. Because...
Stand on top of your car with a bullhorn and just shout, Lunar Echoes!
Or
Listen, on Ponyville Live at 9 o'clock EST.
Yeah, just buy an ice cream truck and drive around town when we're broadcasting.
Oh, boy. So, again, thank you guys and gals. Thanks for listening. I mean, we don't have nearly enough support, apparently, because nobody emails us. But again, let's just go over that contest that's still going on. So our current two contests going on are our donation raffle and our main page banner contest. So just every pony knows, both of these contests started on the 14th of July and are running until the 25th of September. That gives you plenty of time to enter. The donation raffle is as forth. If you make at least a $5 donation to Lunar Echoes through our donation page on our website, email Don Dreamer or myself, Clockwork, with the amount you donated and the time and date with the subject line LE-donations. That is L like Lima, E like Echo, -donations. So we can verify we received the donation. Once we verify it, you're going to be entered into a drawing. The drawing will be held on the 26th of September with the winners announced during the next following podcast. The first prize is going to be the Rave and Rock Starter Theme Pack. The second prize is going to be 3 Canterlot Knights Boosters Packs, and if we get enough entries, there will be a third place for 1 Canterlot Knight Booster Pack. Again, all donations must be not only sent to, but we have to have an email. If you don't email us and we get a donation, that's free game to us, so you have to email if you want to be in the contest.
All right. And the second contest would be our banner contest. This full color picture would be going on the main page of our website, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the stats for that would be, it has to be 1280 by 940 pixels, not inches. Full color, PG-13 or lower rated, meaning safe for work. And it must feature 2 of the Lunar Echoes staff and or Luna.
And music submissions. We're still looking for music submissions to be brought into our show. I have received only 1 email, but it was pretty much a majority of a lot of remixes. But guys, I know you're a creative bunch. Try and hoof at some stuff.
Yeah.
You
All
can
right.
email me at lazychords9@gmail.com.
And make sure you put in the subject line Lunar Echoes or LE-music, because we need to keep that in mind. Guys, we've had 1 or 2 emails that did come in without the LE, and it ended up going to spam. So a few people actually missed the banner contest because they didn't put that in their banner, in their subject line. So really, make sure you do put the LE in the subject line, because if we don't see that, we're going to assume it's spam and let it go. So now, final part of this little special podcast, we're going to be at Bronycon, and we're obviously there physically right now. And again, this was recorded a week ago, so you guys can already figure that by saying we're going to be doesn't mean we did this like 5 minutes ago and then posted it from our hotel room. We're going to be way too busy to be doing podcasts.
Yes, indeed.
So we don't really have a plan, but we do have a couple things. We're going to post on Twitter once or twice so that you know we're there. So if you follow us on Twitter, we're there. Now, we know we haven't updated the Facebook in a while. We're planning on taking care of that soon enough, but we got busy lives. Some of us are engineers and college students. Some of us are camp directors and or marketing directors. We don't have lives anymore. So here's some rules for you that I kind of think need to be said because I've experienced at least an event that went a little sourly. If you see us out in public and you're not sure it's us, you can approach us. It doesn't matter what color badge we're wearing unless it's red. You can approach us and just tap one of us on the shoulder real quick and say, hey, are you Clockwork? Are you Lazy Chords? Although if Lazy Chords is there, he is going to be working, so please give him his space. You can also ask if Skybolt's there, although he'll have his giant shirt on. You won't miss him any.
Yeah,
you can also ask
blue.
if Don Dreamer, exactly, if Don Dreamer's there. We're the only ones, as far as I know, that are going from the Lunar Echo staff. There might be other people that are like hiding in the background, but for the most part, that we're going to be the only ones majorly there.
Like bat ponies hiding.
Yes,
in the
like bat
shadows.
ponies. So we're going to be there. You can say hi, whatever. I ask that you don't hound us.
After the 15-minute mark, we're going to start asking for food or plushies.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
If you bring me an Applejack plushie that looks like a 4-E plushie, I will hang out with you the whole weekend.
And that's a promise.
Yes.
Though for me, you'll have to bring me either a Luna plushie, a Luna statuette, or a Luna t-shirt.
The cost has been doubled!
Exactly!
If you get me a plushie, it can be any pony besides a Brayburn.
Anyone but Brayburn.
Poor
I guess we know
Brayburn.
who's worse pony then. Do
Fine.
people make
How about
Brayburn plushies? Like,
Yes.
Corral does.
I guess he is a big character amongst, the background fandom, so. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I just want that has a well-structured body because currently I'm still snuggling with the little blank
Slender
what's
pony.
it called? Slender pony model that I made. It's got a number 3 written on the side, letting me know that it's the 3rd model that I made for plushie making.
Snuggly, slender pony.
Oh, it is snuggly. It's cute, even though it doesn't have eyes or a tail or hair or ears. I love it.
So, yeah, that's pretty much just the base rule. We are going to be there in cosplay at one time, either Friday or Saturday. You cannot miss me. I have pictures on Twitter. I have purple hair, a green shirt, green pants, gray shoes, and a horn and ears made by Lazy Chords. I'm going to be pretty obvious. Don Dreamer may or may not have a full purple beard and hair, but he'll definitely have a yellow shirt, and he'll be walking around looking all SX cool.
Yeah, you can look for our cutie marks. How about that?
If we get them in time. Aha.
Well, I think I'm gonna be doing. If I buy a bag, I'm probably gonna have it on the side of my bag.
Okay. And Skybolt, how can they find you?
You can find me by looking out for my bright blue shirt, which has my Cog Gear Skybolt logo on the front. And I think I'm pretty tall, so I should be easy enough to find. If you've been to my channel before, you should know generally what I look like. And if not, you can see me on the Stable Tech channel in the Everfree Northwest convention panel where I am wearing the same shirt and the same ridiculous black framed glasses.
And Lacy Chords, even though we know you're busy and you're going to be handling a lot of important things and people, if they do happen to see you, how will they recognize you?
I have a beard. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't have anything to really put myself out. I'm not allowed to cosplay.
Yeah, it'll be like, are you Lazy Chords? Because you look like his OC.
There you go.
Well, I did have someone last year come up to me about that, and Lazy Chords wasn't really known.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is really awesome. Thank you, listeners.
Exactly. Well, every pony, that's about all the time we have. We hope you're enjoying Bronycon if you're listening during the time. We hope you enjoyed it if you're listening post Bronycon. Until then,
Stay
pony,
pony,
my
my friends.
Thanks for listening.
you can contact us here at Lunar Echoes via our website under the bio section.
We always like hearing from our fans.
Also, if you want to help us Brony on, please listen to us on Ponyville Live every other Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Lunar Radio.
Please subscribe to us on Twitter and Facebook.
Rate us on iTunes.
And if you feel generous,
Please consider donating to help us out.
That button can be found on the links page of our website.
and catch us next time on Lunar Echoes.
I will meet all of my favorites at the VA meet and greets. I will plug my fan-made content for all of them to see. I am going to be their favorite, and they'll hang out just with me.
must go. We're decked in swag from head to toe. Less than a week of time will somehow change our lives forever. Don't brag the folks from local news, humiliating interviews. At the convention,
Tweet to friends. At the convention, make a profit. At the convention, photo shoot. See my fans, an occasional first shout out. Earn cash, feel hot, be cool, make friends, hobnob.
at the convention, at the convention, it will never get better than this. The convention.
Yeah! I may not be a content producer, but I'm a really genuine fan of the show! Genuine fan of the show! Genuine fan of the show! Genuine fan